What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to some examples of Canadians roasting the United States. Oh boy. So I understand that, us Americans, we're kind of known for being like cocky or, thinking that we're just the best at everything. And which, okay, fine. You know what? You're right. We're not the best at everything, just most things are. So, okay, but joking aside, there's a lot of truth to that stereotype, I think. So today, I want to take a look at some of these posts from the internet of Canadians kind of putting us in our place. So let's take a look. Starting with, this is a post, looks like Twitter, where somebody asked, "Can you think of a Canadian product that's better than an American one? Honestly curious." So this is an American asking that, which is very already this is like a stupid thing. This is not like the gotcha that they think it is. This is like a fail because it's like for one thing, like most Americans, they probably don't even know of any Canadian products. Like they can't even think of any. So don't be like, I can't think of one Canadian product that's better than an American product. Yeah, because you can't come up with any Canadian product. So this is not like the gotcha that you think it is. And I think that there's probably Canadian products that like if you just think for 2 seconds, like in Canada, you probably have better like snow apparel, right? Like jacket, like it snows, it's cold, like winter apparel. Yeah, you have like the Canada Goose, that thing. That's like big poofy jackets, right? That's better than what you can buy here because you guys are better at that sort of thing by necessity. And there's probably a ton of other stuff. So already just the framing of this question from an American like being antagonistic, I don't like it. So a Canadian responded saying, "What's a Canadian product that's better than an American one? Life expectancy? Oh no! Oh, oh no! Why'd you have to? Why'd you have to go there? Okay, I mean this is wow. All right, this is supposed to be Canadians roasting Americans, but my God. Okay, geez, calm down. Yes, your life expectancy is better, is longer in Canada. That is correct, right? Because you guys are just healthier. Oh boy, life expectancy, is that important? Is that a big one? I don't. Yeah, so that's a good example. Like, that's probably the culmination of a lot of things that Canadians do better, including products and food. And if you've seen some of the chemicals or preservatives or food dyes that they're allowed to put in our food here in the US and how it's like, from what I understand, like killing us and giving us cancer and all sorts of crazy diseases. And um, clearly Canada, I think, does a better job at that, and the life expectancy shows that. We really only live to like 77, and you guys are at like 82, 5 more years on average. Okay, we should never bring up this topic ever again if we know what's good for us. Okay, next is how to quickly know if someone is American or Canadian. How do you tell the difference quickly from an American or Canadian? Okay, gee, oh boy. A Canadian responded saying Canadians are not afraid to say they are Canadian. Oh my god. Oh my. Jeez, calm down. Oh my god. Like, oh boy. These are hitting like very deeply into our biggest insecurities. Yeah, people don't really like the United States right now, especially with everything, a lot of stuff that's been going on. A lot of Canadians don't really like the US right now for a lot of things the US and our government has done to Canada. And so you're saying when we're like abroad, like when we're out there in the world, Canadians are proud to be like, if they say, "Where are you from?" They're like, "I'm Canadian." And most people around the world, I think, like love Canadians. You guys have like a great reputation. It's amazing. So you're like proudly like, "I am Canadian," and they're like, "Oh my gosh, let me buy you a drink," or or they're like, "How are you okay being next to they who must not be named? Are you okay?" They're okay. Whereas especially now, they're I don't know, because it's like I'm sure there are Americans who are actually kind of embarrassed to say they're Americans. We don't really travel out there in the world very much anyway, but I suppose when we do, we're probably a little nervous to be like, "Yeah, I'm from the United States." Because I wouldn't be sure the reaction that I would get. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be like, I don't know what people would say. I might be a little nervous. And then there's like Americans who just don't care one way or the other and just aren't aware or don't care. So that's another way to live, I suppose. Oh my God. Next is being Canadian on American Election Day is sort of like being trapped in your house and forced to look on helplessly as your next door neighbor decides whether to get an outdoor cat or fill your entire shared yard with bears. Oh my god. Yeah, this is like uh, very topical. This is very relevant because this is and yeah. All I can say is now more than ever, this is how it was. Right when Canadians were like watching the last U.S. election, you're probably like looking on whether Donald Trump was going to be elected again or not. It's literally this. You're looking out at your next door neighbor, like, are they going to elect the cat? Is that Kamala Harris in this analogy? I don't know. Or the yard of bears, which I think at this you'd probably have preferred a literal yard of bears over the Donald Trump and all the madness that's been happening. But this is like spot on. I can't. And it's interesting because Americans like we don't pay attention to anything that's going on in the world, even though a lot of it does affect us, and we don't really understand that there's a lot of people in the world who look at us like in and our decisions as being very consequential, not just for us but for others. This is the perfect example of that. Oh my goodness. This is not good. So these are scarily accurate and good roasts, to be honest. This says, I'm 54 years old and I just learned something new. I was watching a thing about the Canadian border. The part I have circled in blue, I never knew existed. Don't laugh at me. I can't be the only one who didn't know this. This is an American, clearly, who posted this, talking about the US Canada border by Alaska, which, to be honest, I don't know what that thing looks like. Most Americans, we don't know what the hell is going on outside our little bubble, even if it has to do with us in this case. So, yeah, I think a lot of Americans, even at 54 years old, would be like, I didn't know about this thing up here, the border that is literally our territory. Don't laugh at me. I can't be the only one who knows this. You're brave to put that on the internet. And then a Canadian responded saying, "Are you American by chance?" It says, I already knew they were, but I understand, like, it's not good that the first response is like, ah, you don't know where the United States is. Are you American by chance? That's not good that it's people are saying that and that it's accurate either. It says your country is the laughing stock of the entire world. Oh my god. This isn't, there's not even any nuance to this at all. It's just a roast. I guess that's what we came here for. The US is the laughing stock of the entire world. Maybe. I mean, we're definitely like our reputation has been totally tanked on to the entire world from what I understand. Laughing stock, probably. I don't want to admit it. This comment got 67,000 likes, by the way. I mean, to me, that's scary. That means people that's an insane amount of people that agree with this. We got to move on quick. We got to move on. This is getting too real. This says most of the talented people I meet in America are Canadian. These, oh my God. It is true that there's a lot of really famous celebrities, athletes, musicians, and people that America likes to take credit for, like what's like Justin Bieber, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, Drake, like all those people at one point I thought were Americans. Um, which comes to this. Do you know a lot of talented people in the US are actually Canadian? A lot of Americans do not know that, and we do not want to admit it. Or we don't want to admit we're the laughing stock. We don't want to admit that a lot of our talent is not even from the US. No, we do not want to admit that. But this is a good one because a lot of Americans don't realize, like Mike Myers, I learned, and Jim Carrey, I learned. Jim Carrey, like, so I love Jim Carrey. Man, I watched him through my whole childhood. Canadian, I didn't know that till very, very recently. It's totally true. Okay, this says, honest question here. Why do some people wear a toque in the gym? Do they? Are they trying, like, as a fashion statement, I suppose? Then someone commented saying, are we just making up words? So, because of toque. So this is an American who commented saying, are we just making up words? And a Canadian responded saying, are we just not Googling words we don't know anymore? Oh boy. Yeah, this is not a good look for us. I didn't know what toque was for the longest time either, till I did some like Canadian videos on YouTube. Then I was like, toque, toque, what? It's like a beanie or it's a hat or something. So I'm aware of it. Most Americans don't know this word, but that's okay if you're ignorant of that. That's okay. But don't react like this. Don't be antagonistic and so aggressive for no, like, are we just making up words? Like, do you realize there can be words that you don't know or words from other countries? Yeah, like this on the right side it says 12 million views on this comment. Because Americans are upset that different words exist outside their country. Exactly. This is why it's just not a good look. We don't even realize how ignorant we are. A lot of the time we're like, are we just making up words? It's like, this is a word in Canada. There's a place called Canada. It's outside the US. There are places outside of the United States. Do you know that? That's what I imagine people want to like grab our head and say that when it's stuff like this. It's like, or you could just Google it. Like, we have freaking artificial intelligence now. You can just speak to your phone and it will explain to you what it is. Instead, we get like sassy about it. We just make, oh boy. Yeah. We're upset that words exist outside of our country. Yeah, that does make us upset, I suppose. Obviously. As a Canadian, Literally, the only part of America that I'm jealous about is Trader Joe's. Really? Um, is Trader Joe's like that well known? I didn't even know. That's just like uh, grocery store chain. Like, yeah, they have like a cult following, I think, and they have very good prices and really interesting, very interesting specific jars of honey and like weird, unique stuff in the store. I've been in it like not very often, but I didn't know it was like so famous or known that like a Canadian would be like, that's the only thing worthwhile in all of the United States is Trader Joe's. I did not that I get we're being roasted here. I'm more interested in like how Trader Joe's is so freaking famous. Wow, I didn't know that. The last time I checked, Canada is only around because America lets it be around. What? Are we set? What is my fellow American going on about here? Some of these really deserve to be roasted. Like, even from my perspective as an American, it's like, what are we saying here? Last time I checked, Canada is only around because America lets it be around. Isn't that true? Like, couldn't you say that about any country out there that has, like, if we're going to play this game, there's a lot of countries out there that have nuclear weapons now. We're not the only ones. They could all get on the internet and be like, the only reason that the US is around is because we let them be around. It's like, that's a very scary, disturbing world to live in, and we shouldn't be saying things like that. You know, we're not the only, like, in Canada has a military and probably missiles. I don't. Do you guys have nuclear bombs? Maybe. I'm sure you could say the same to us. Just then the Canadian responded saying, "Then end us already. Living above you is exhausting." I wasn't okay. I wasn't expecting that. That's a good, very sort of macabre, dark humor. I like it. Just end it. Is that the attitude sometimes? Just like, you know what? Just do it. We won't even resist. Just put us out of our misery. Oh, that's funny. Whenever I go to the United States and I say thank you, all I get back is, um, yeah. So this is like talking about how in the US we kind of have a weird social customs. We don't like to say you're welcome. First, that's kind of true. I'll say no problem. But it's we say but it's how you say it. It's like with a little enthusiasm. It's not totally rude as this seems. Maybe it is. Be like, someone says thank you, and you're like, yeah, like that. Like, you can make it nice. I don't know why we just don't say, you're welcome. We say no problem, sure thing, yeah, all good. It's a lot of people don't even really say thank you, or no, excuse me, or sorry. We do say thank you. I think we're actually okay at doing that. Sorry, we don't like to say sorry. We'll be like, my bad. Oops. Oh, excuse me. That's what this reminds me of. Like, we are weird about the pleasantries sometimes. That's true. Yeah. Okay. And with that, we are at the end. Well, that was interesting and a bit introspective as well. I don't mind it. I think like it's good for Americans to like. A lot of this was kind of funny, or really, really like actually kind of important roasts, but it's just good to get like this feedback, like to see what people honestly think about us, and frankly, to put us in our place when we need it, because sometimes we do. I think it's actually can be a good thing. Um, so anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like, or leave a comment with your thoughts on these Canadians roasting the United States and what you thought about this. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canadian things that I have never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.